Is this an answer from this world?
too much. I can't.
No, really, it's all right. We want to do everything we can for the domain.
Yes, and to be completely fair, I'm the one who caused this terrible mess in the first place.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling us what happened.
Perhaps you should allow me to explain. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this trouble in the domain.
Yes. It was Lessig.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me of an astrolabe my grandfather gave me when I was 7 years old. I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say is, I knew something was wrong as soon as the whole place started flipping.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibilities as the caretaker here. Oh, I knew I should have put the core somewhere more secure. Oh, you mean the big ball of water at the entrance?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform some more repairs and maintenance to help support the domain. But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone, so Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale. My job is purely to monitor and ensure that Lessig doesn't cause any more trouble here.
Oh, sure.
I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do remember that Amber mentioned we should just nod and agree when you act like this. Right.
No.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
Yes, I'll do my best. No need to worry.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem myself. I can already feel new strength kindled inside me. Ha ha ha. No, maybe that's just the heat of the oven.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot to investigate.
Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help.
Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes.
Maybe this is how it feels to be in charge.
Chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No detail slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! Sounds like Miss Idea must be way busier!
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idea?
Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual. The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing scripts. But I'm trying to remember now. Where is that treehouse of his?
Huh? You don't...
Hey, don't forget! I'm just the map.
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move, and having a view of the entire stage would be useful. So if I were him, I'd probably pick...
But how do you know which direction the theater is in?
Simple. The overall layout and decorations look more exciting in that direction.
Oh, good point!
A reward on the road.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? The male actor standees are here, but where are the female ones? Who's that? Idea?
Yes, Zosimos! 'Tis I, Idea! How's that for a dramatic entrance?
This is a surprise.
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature. Did you just read my mind?
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems everyone shares a
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I found my true calling now. As a mascot!
Mascot? Is that a new role? I don't remember casting you for that.
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce... And that's why we came to see you. Well, do you have the component that fell out of the central hub?
I do. However, I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with this.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No, till we fix the...
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no?
Or maybe the component is broken and we need to fix it.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us to edit them.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me for, The component, although I was hoping that... maybe... You're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill.
A show? I want to help! Can we?
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my script. Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how to explain.
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on for...
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Edea.
Oh, and he's...
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea from some rumors that were swirling around, but he only got as far as Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what...
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid eyes on General Sangonomiya, inspiration hit me for a brand new character. The heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed naturally from there, and now it's finished. So please, take a look through your scripts, and we will tell this story together. Well, is everything clear?
Director Zosimos, how do you pronounce this word?
Let me see. That's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This is a very cute moment, so let's make sure that comes through in the...
Oh, wait. There's another word I don't...
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together a few more times.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually. You seemed...
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have a knack for it. If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term. Be sure to...
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just read the words. Remember my notes. And if you need me for anything, I'll be in the...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Is this an answer from this world?
did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Sounds like a lot of work. Adia wouldn't be able to handle that.
Edea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience. Though she often criticizes, well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest, so I'm very grateful to her.
So, what did you do?
Like I said, from a young age, every time I came home after a show, unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills. So I ended up spending most of... Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind... By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding them...
The one you only...
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on if it's not here. But, I still have some things to...
No problem. Well... like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow. It looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the direct... Most of them look like... Vintage, this is the only script that fits the bill. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos! Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters.
You don't sound very confident.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of... Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay. The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is strict. But Idea said that if this is what I really want to do...
So that's what...
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets...
Yes. Even if it really is...
hard to turn a guy down after a speech.
Thank you. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me...
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
A bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. Ugh, what a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Clee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me, oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy. But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. Then I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty... Miss Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery mage! Wow, great costume, Glee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, Glee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no!
Mr. No one's...
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me. But you were the one who did... Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments.
Sewing is an art in its own right.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go...
She gets embarrassed so easily.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any...
Uh-oh, time to get serious.
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So,
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
especially when it has to...
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending. You think so? I thought I...
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon...
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great
I wouldn't say I'm...
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it...
We all use our... Fast forward to now. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing.
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this.
It's the bottle...
That's right. Can you get... Bingo! You...
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do
A dream come true.
Yes. She said that as useless as she is. Her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know art director...
Well then...
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on them.
Oh, it's... Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you all.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final...
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of...
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours too. It looks amazing.
I agree with our mage.
Sure.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Easy money. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
Oh, Eula and Kale, you got back before us.
Yes. Idea,
How is Lessig doing?
You finished all the maintenance work?
Oh,
consider it.
if you say so.
Isn't this where we...
Correct.
Whoa, so to fix it, same process as usual.
Exactly.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many...
Let's get going.
Yay!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the...
The right shape. But we've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever. We did it! But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the... That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal.
Really? I thought that with your special...
What?
Huh?
All of us are dying to see it. Not just...
I want to see Adia using her magic powers. What are you guys talking about? And how is Clean on this, but Paimon isn't?
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idia than she gives.
Did you notice right away, General?
So our general was the first to notice.
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the... All of you know? It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about...
Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. And suddenly, I had a thought. Since
You hit the nail on the head. All right, in that case... I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow.
Now that I'm in my true form,
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at
Oh, come on.
Wait. So does this mean that all...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here. So I...
the power to grant wishes. But
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary...
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned to their respective... It was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different...
So now that the components have been retrieved...
Don't worry. They'll be quite safe. As long as... However much we might criticize each other or get into scuff...
I had so much fun in the...
Me neither.
I'll always remember...
Very good.
This one's all yours, Adia.
Huh? That's strange. Nothing. Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not. Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding myself away. See you in 100 years. What now? This was the only way. Now I'll never be able to. Yes, General.
If it's okay with you, would you let me...
Ah, the Shinro casket. Here.
Wow! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can... Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. Huh?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can...
Oh! I get it now. The shell must have been...
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel, yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes.
Wow!
It is.
But...
It's simple. For example, and my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills, Itia.
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valurian Mirage in the past, but even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Maimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar, and I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're...
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head.
Please don't say that.
Yeah, and you weren't Grant. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them, if you ask me.
Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. Someone like me doesn't just...
Well, at least the domain is fixed now.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. Is there a way to get up?
There is a way, but there's only space for...
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Miss Honorary Knight. Are we sure about this? What happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but Paimon's just...
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure...
A reward on the road.
You need to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start, but once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset.
Do you ever get sad?
I feel lonely at times. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving. But some don't, like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was their way of keeping their dreams.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just that it feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything. Really? I just think that every dream, every wish, whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it all, as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile.
Well, I feel time for Paimon to give you a nickname!
How dare you mock me!
Roar! I'll gobble you up in one mouthful!
I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side, but I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place is going to be bustling with activity again soon enough. I hope you'll take some time to enjoy yourselves.
Yep! I want to get everyone together for one last ride on the choo-choo.
Is this an answer from this world?
Quietly now.